Well, hello. Welcome to Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. I hope this thing isn't there good enough so it doesn't fall. Excuse me if my thing turns a little bit while I'm driving, and I just can't do anything about it because I have to pay attention to the road. So we're doing just a little quickie update. I got my Lububu last night, and where's that bottle? Huh, interesting. So I got a Lububu. The lead was they were potentially real, but he wasn't sure because the dude didn't look very much. But that's why he sent me to the Albany Heritage Mall. And I just couldn't. I couldn't get a real Lububu. He said they're all, the guy that sold them, he's like, they're all fake. I'm like, at least he's honest, you know. So I'm glad for the honesty because I would have been mad if I had been told otherwise. But what's very interesting to me is all the Lububu's feet have been sanded down so they all kind of lean forward. Like, I don't know what was on their feet or what kind of feet they used from what, but all the feet are a little jacked up on these Lububus at this store. I only know from 2 of them at least, but I thought that was kind of, I even made the comment, I'm like, this one doesn't even stand straight up, like it's leaning forward. Like everything about it though looks really real. Like these Lububus that they have, they're some pretty high quality Lububus. The guy was being nice. If I couldn't get the one that I wanted, he would allow me to trade with one of them. And I'm not going to go for it now, but when I get to the store, my destination, I'll show you what I got. I actually am ordering, hopefully, a real one online. And like I said, I'm really not into these things, but I do want to have the proper dimensions, and I don't know if they are quite right on my Lububu, so I'm only trying this once. If I don't get a real one with this online order, I'm just going to be SOL, whatever. I'll give up at that point because I'm not going to blow all this money on these ridiculous things, but I am going to learn how to make clothing for these little things. And it's all about figuring out how. Because I think that would be really cool to have the market making clothes for them. Because I think that would be a nice little side hustle on top of what I'm already trying to do for a side hustle with my beading and crafting and tie-dye stuff. I got my hands pretty full in crafting and a couple different kind of crafting type hobbies. And I have supplies to do all of them. I just don't do all of them all the time. Now, if I had an art studio of my own, oh my gosh. Or my own space, an entire room dedicated to, or as she said, dedicated to, which my dad has been talking about maybe building one for me. My dad's getting really old and he's really slow. He still hasn't even finished the fence and gate, and it's been over a month. He's in a lot of pain. He was dealing with a lot of different new medications too, so potentially different side effects. And yeah, my dad's health isn't getting any better. Anyway, I'm not trying to get too much into detail about too many personal things about too many other people other than myself, because this is a channel about me and what I'm doing. And right now I'm on a mission to just get some protein shakes at Walmart. Hopefully maybe some little baggies, because I need little baggies for my little nutsack idea. Which my Skelly has one right now, but it's not the right size sack. It's too big, and I wrote on it nutsack. I can't tell if you can see it in the camera or not, but because I'm watching the road, just trying to, as I glance over as the sack falls, I'm like, I'm watching the road. Yeah, there's really no cars in front of me, next to me, behind me, in the immediate vicinity. Thank goodness. It's all about timing. I want to glance away or look at something else, or like look at the rearview mirror. It's all about timing and experience with driving, and as long as I don't like run off the road or anything. Okay, knock on something. I'm not trying to put that out there in the universe. Happy thoughts. It's like that Final Destination thing, man. You really think you know what's going to happen because you're like, oh no, and then it doesn't happen. But then, like, it tries to jump scare you, and it being something completely different in the way that the incident happens. Right now, I'm living on energy drinks and sugar, because I woke up at like noon today. It is almost 7 p.m. I'm not going to get home until after midnight. I'm probably going to leave my friend's house around midnight. I was supposed to leave. I told her I was going to come up like at 3 p.m. or 2 or 1. No, it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock p.m. 5 hours later, I'm finally kind of on my way. I've got to stop and get some protein shakes and bananas and some little sacks. So I got 3 items. I'm going to run in that store. I'm not sure exactly where I need to find those little sacks, besides maybe the jewelry aisle, bead aisle. I'm not sure. They aren't quite necessary. It really is the bananas and protein shake, so I might just hold off on the other sacks. Because I need to get going, and I'm so sidetracked with my ADHD brain with wanting to do everything, because I don't want to go shopping several times a week. And if I'm already at the store, I might as well look, I'm so hungry. I do need to eat some snacks. So right now I'm on the adventure of finding Lububu clothes and figuring out how to make them. And so I was going to make a quick run through the toy doll section at Walmart and see what I could find. But put my Lububu on my backpack, because people are using them as charms, and since you can't really buy a Lububu or a little fufu inside Walmart, I'm pretty safe having it carried on, as long as nobody tries to steal it, which I've heard has been a thing now. Like, the new thing is like people are getting their like real Lububus stolen right off their bags, like clipped right off or just taken right off. That is absolutely bonkers to me. Really? Really? Is that cereal? I did a lot of research on Lububus last night, and online and websites,